that I always I look a student as a project for me because they have they always offer one challenge for me, and I want to kind of like I want to accept, I want to take the challenge and prove to myself and to him. I don't tell him, but I later on the road I say, hey, remember when you started? I just want to say that, and then he have the picture when he started,
Right.
because he was struggling something. Now he does not struggle anymore. I have a student that is I'm his fan number one, and I look at him yesterday before he leave the mats. I stop him and I hug him. I say, man, you don't know how much you motivate me to be here. He's over 50 years old. He has a heart surgery. He has a stent on his heart.
Wow.
He has all this. I remember when he walked in academy, he was barely running around the mats or doing jumping jacks. He has a very hard time to understand, understand how to breathe and move at the same time. And he is a black belt, hardcore karate guy from back in the days. And he said, no, I want to try something different. And it was a challenge for me, getting someone that is a black belt in karate, hardcore karate mentality, and then step in on the jiu-jitsu and have a heart surgery and all this, over 50 and looking out of shape. And now he's a savage.
Yeah.
And now he's a savage after I think he trained now for about like a 6 months and a half. In the beginning, he would show up in the max 2 times a week. Now he show up 4 or 5 times a
Wow,
week.
that's awesome.
And he's a savage. He go against everybody, and he try his best. Now he roll 5 rolls of 5 minutes. Before he was unable to finish a first roll. And now he finished, and then he said, Joel, today I'm going back home riding like a boss because I know I did well. And then sometimes they go back, I'm pissed today. I'm kind of like, everybody kills me. I don't know what to do here. I don't know what to do there. And I look this, I kind of like a man, I'm making different in this person's life.
Absolutely.
And then this is what I kind of like I'm pumped about it. You know what I mean? And I
Yeah.
have some students that are very challenged too, that first, they don't believe in themselves, and they are stuck on that for very long. For many reasons, personal reasons, people get stuck on their self, and then jiu-jitsu show them their weakness, and jiu-jitsu became a problem. Oh, I don't want to do jiu-jitsu anymore because jiu-jitsu is too hard. No. Jiu-jitsu is just showing how weak you are. And then you have to embrace and accept it and work your weakness, or you're going to be expelled by jiu-jitsu.
You're right.
You
You
know?
got to be able to, because the ego is a crazy thing, and
Exactly.
and you will have the line shown on you, right, on your weaknesses, on your imperfections, or whatever it may be, your shortcomings. And if you're not the kind of person that can say, okay, there it is, it's all right, and I can work through it and overcome it and get better. If you're just married to the ego, you're going to be out the door because you don't want to look bad, right?
Oh my gosh, I try explain for them that no one will mastering jiu-jitsu, because there's always someone will come with something new. Jiu-jitsu
right.
evolves so many things, and I always tell them hey, you will see someone coming here and drag my butt all over the mats, and I'm gonna be miserable, And let me tell you, we'll be okay because I will be learning something, and they say oh, I didn't see this yet. I don't see people coming here and drag all over the mats, But I say, listen, will happen. I'm very comfortable on my skin to accept that, right?
I love that.
And but jiu-jitsu is kind of the traditional martial arts. People kind of set up steps and positions, and for your prize, you have a belt, right? Some academies teach like that, and I do not teach like that. I kind of I believe we are unique, special individuals in this world. Nobody is equal. I cannot make one person that is 220 pounds, short, stocky, have a short legs, play a spider guard well. I cannot make him do a very nice deep half guard. I can't.
Right.
And this means that he will not gonna be black belt one day? I don't know. For sure he can be. It's about him figured out the best way to play some parts of the game.
Right.
But yeah, maybe you're gonna be able to teach that position or to pass that position to someone, but he's not gonna be able to add on his game. He will know what it is, but he's not gonna be able to add on his toolbox. You know what I mean? To
Yeah.
apply on his jiu-jitsu when he go train or compete.
Right.
And
Not everything's gonna fit as
no,
part of your
it's
game.
kind of
right?
like it's like some
got-
people have qualities and some people
Yeah.
don't. You know what I mean? And then what you have to put a light on the qualities, the things that you don't have too much. Create a protective, you know what I mean, positions to not get in there, and then keep moving. What do you do? You know, but does not mean like you're not gonna you're never gonna be a blue belt if you don't do this. I don't believe in that. I believe a lot more in attitude on a mat. I believe a lot more in the way people behave on the mats as they rolling. They understanding positions, understand where to go, where not to go. For sure, some basic stuff everybody have to know, right? But I understand people limitations and qualities too. And then
You see the whole picture.
Exactly, I see always the whole picture. I cannot you hear from the best jiu-jitsu guys in the world, like Roger Gracie. You interviewed him like a little while ago. I'm his fan. He used the same sweep all the time. He used the same choke all the time. He have 5-6 moves that he does his whole career. Very simple jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean he don't know the other things. He
Right,
knows all the
right.
other things, but he used those abilities to do his jiu-jitsu, and then he able to be like a many times world champion.
Right.
And Roger Gracie, you know what I mean? It's kind of like I look people like that and say, man, he's amazing. You know, it's kind of like a solid jiu-jitsu, simple. Like I always say to my students, rice and beans. Just rice and beans, just solid. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You don't need too many fancy stuffs. I believe a lot in it's old school jiu-jitsu, solid stuff.
Yeah.
I do love new stuff too, but solid, it make you the strength, make
Right.
your base strong. you
So
know?
make that your foundation, and maybe
Yep.
some of the more kind of flashy stuff. It's fun to do.
It's fun
So it's
to
fun
do.
to play with, but don't rely on that really, right? As your real base or
No.
your real bread and butter or rice and beans. So-
Rice and beans are bread and butter. It
Like-
works for two. In the morning is good, right?
Absolutely.
And coffee, don't forget the coffee.
Gotta have the coffee.